Let me tell you about Sarah. She was a bright 28-year-old woman, a go-getter who had her life all mapped out. One Tuesday afternoon she was driving home from work, thinking about dinner, chicken, vegetables. The sun was shining, her favorite song was on the radio. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Then, out of the clear blue sky, it hit her. A wave of terror so intense, it felt like her car was shrinking. Her heart started pounding like a drum solo. She couldn't catch her breath. This is it. I'm having a heart attack. I'm going to die right here on this highway. She pulled over to the shoulder, hands shaking, vision tunneling, traffic sounds fading into a distant roar. Sweat poured down her face, tingling crept up her arms, into her face. She was convinced her life was ending. She fumbled for her phone, clumsy and numb, dialed 911. Paramedics arrived. The worst had passed, leaving her exhausted and cold sweaty. They checked her vital signs, ran a quick EKG. "You probably just had a panic attack," one said. Sarah had never felt so terrified, or so alone. That single terrifying event started a new chapter. She started to fear driving. What if it happens again? What if I can't pull over? So, what is this monster that turned Sarah's world upside down? Let's call it what it is, a panic attack. A panic attack is a sudden, intense surge of fear or discomfort that peaks within minutes. It's not just feeling a little nervous or stressed out. No. This is a 10-alarm fire in your mind and body. It often comes out of nowhere with no real danger. One minute you're fine, the next, pure terror. It feels so physical, so real. People think they're dying, or having a heart attack, or completely losing control. It's your body's emergency alarm going off for no reason. One panic attack doesn't mean you have a disorder. Many people have one or two during extreme stress. But recurrent, unexpected attacks, plus fear of the next, is panic disorder. The core, fear of the fear itself. You get preoccupied with the possibility of another attack and start avoiding situations that might trigger one. Cycle. Trigger or no trigger, physical sensations, catastrophic thoughts, more panic. It's a vicious cycle. Fear creates more anxiety, and that anxiety raises the chance of another attack. It's a trap. It can feel impossible to escape. Let's break down the symptoms. During an attack, you might feel a pounding heart, palpitations, sweating, trembling or shaking, shortness of breath, a smothering feeling, a choking sensation, chest pain that can mimic a heart attack, nausea, dizziness, a sense of unreality, derealization or depersonalization, paralyzing fear of losing control, fear of going crazy, fear of dying. You don't need all of them. A few at once is the classic signature. Crucial, these symptoms are terrifying, but not dangerous. I'm going to say that again. A panic attack cannot kill you. It's a temporary malfunction of your body's fear response. It's a bluff, a big scary bully with no power to harm you physically. In the moment, it feels like the most dangerous thing in the world. Recognizing these symptoms as a temporary rush of adrenaline is the first step to taking back control. Unmask the bully. See it for the coward it really is. All right, let's get under the hood and look at the engine. Why does this happen? What is going on in your body that can make you feel so out of control? It all comes down to your body's natural fight or flight response. This survival mechanism is hardwired into your brain. Imagine our ancestors thousands of years ago. A saber-toothed tiger jumps out from behind a rock. The amygdala, the brain's alarm, lights up. It triggers hormones to flood the body, mainly adrenaline. Fight the tiger, run for the hills. This adrenaline surge causes physical symptoms. Heart beats faster. Breathing gets rapid and shallow. Muscles tense up. You start sweating. Pupils dilate. All to make you faster, stronger, more alert. Great when there's a real tiger. But with a panic attack, the alarm is false. There is no tiger. You could be standing in a checkout line, or sitting in a business meeting, or driving your car. Yet the amygdala screams, danger. Your body obeys, full fight or flight. Adrenaline and cortisol pump through your veins with nowhere to go. You're primed to sprint but standing still. That mismatch feels bizarre and terrifying. The brain searches for an explanation. It turns inward and catastrophizes. My heart is pounding. I must be having a heart attack. I feel unreal. I must be losing my mind. Those thoughts fuel more alarm and more adrenaline. A terrifying feedback loop. Physical symptoms and scary thoughts feed each other. Panic spirals until it exhausts itself. It's a biological misunderstanding of epic proportions. Living with panic disorder is so much more than just having the attacks themselves. The real damage often happens in the quiet moments between the episodes. It's the constant, nagging what if that starts to dictate your every move. What if I have an attack while I'm driving my kids to school? What if it happens during an important presentation at work? What if I have one on a plane and can't get off? This persistent, anticipatory anxiety can be just as debilitating as the attacks. You start living your life not based on what you want to do, but on what your fear will allow you to do. Your world starts to shrink, little by little, day by day. This avoidance behavior can take over everything. You might start by avoiding the place you first had an attack, then all grocery stores, soon, any crowded public space, and you develop what's called agoraphobia. This is a common companion to panic disorder, fearing places where escape feels hard or help seems unavailable. People with agoraphobia can become completely housebound, their lives reduced to the four walls of their home. Relationships suffer, careers are jeopardized. The simple joys of life, like taking a walk in the park, become monumental challenges. You're on edge, scanning your body for danger. A slight flutter isn't just a flutter, it's a potential catastrophe. This state of hypervigilance is mentally and physically exhausting. It can lead to chronic fatigue. It can lead to irritability. It can lead to difficulty concentrating. It can also cause significant feelings of shame and embarrassment. You might feel like you have to hide your condition from your boss, your friends, your family, fearing they won't understand or will think you're weak. This isolation only makes the burden heavier to carry. Now, I know this all sounds bleak, but here's where we turn the corner. You do not have to live like this. Panic disorder is one of the most treatable anxiety disorders out there. You hear me? Treatable. It's not a life sentence. The first and most important step is a proper evaluation from a professional, a doctor, a mental health therapist. They'll rule out other medical causes, giving you peace of mind. Getting a correct diagnosis is like getting the right map. You can't get to your destination if you don't know where you're starting from. One of the most effective treatments is cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This isn't about lying on a couch for years. CBT is active, goal-oriented, and gives you real tools. The cognitive part helps you challenge catastrophic thoughts. You learn to replace "I'm dying" with "this is just a panic attack. It's uncomfortable but not dangerous, and it will pass." The behavioral part involves safely bringing on sensations. Spin in a chair, breathe through a straw, called interoceptive exposure. You learn these sensations aren't dangerous. You retrain your brain. Then you gradually re-enter avoided places, using a step-by-step hierarchy, building confidence at every step. You're teaching your brain the alarm is false. Medication can help too. SSRIs can reduce attacks and background anxiety, giving stability to do the work. Therapy teaches you how to swim. Medication can be a life jacket while you learn. Decide with your doctor, weighing benefits and side effects. The point is, you have options, powerful ones. If you take away only one thing from all of this, let it be this: you are not alone in this fight. It can feel incredibly isolating, like you're the only one. But millions of your neighbors, co-workers, friends are walking this same path. They may not talk about it, they may hide it well, but they are out there. There is a whole community who get it, who have been there, who have found their way through. Reaching out, support groups, online forums, counters shame and secrecy. Seeking help is not weakness, it is incredible strength. It's the bravest thing you can do. You wouldn't set your own broken leg, you'd see a doctor. Think of panic disorder the same way. It's a real health condition, and professionals are ready to help. Let them. Let your people in. Recovery isn't about never feeling anxious. Anxiety is human. Recovery is getting your life back. Fear no longer in the driver's seat. Calm grocery trips, highway drives, movie nights, with tools and confidence if a wave comes. It's just a wave. Let it wash over. You'll still be standing. Recovery is freedom. Look in the mirror. You're a warrior. There is so much hope. People recover every single day.